UNFAMOUS PODKAST. Boy Sean, Mr. NJ Brick City.
This is John from Up in the Sky.
Just yeah.
First 48.
Any harder way?
You got Oz over there, working his magic as
Real
usual.
fiction.
And yeah, man, another episode, bro.
Hey, what's going on, people?
I don't know, how y'all doing?
You know the magic question, Sean.
What?
How was y'all week?
Oh, see,
Hey, I'm on top of things.
I see that. I appreciate that.
Sitting out here looking astute.
You said ass toot.
I said astute. With the G in the front.
I see what he did there.
Ass teach.
Anywho, well, I'll go first. My week has been a little mixed. I'm doing really well at work. Had a meeting with my new leader. Good things. I'm happy about that. Downside, a really close family member of mine had a stroke.
Oh, so it
And
is.
she's like young, like 37-ish. So she's pretty young. And then another friend of mine, two friends that I know, got diagnosed with high blood pressure. So y'all need to eat right, like exercise, drink your water, stop eating all that Popeyes, like all of that.
Listen, I done changed I don't eat rice no more. Oh, excuse me. That's my family. So I stopped eating rice. I stopped drinking soda. I stopped the gang of stuff, you know. Like, I'm not gonna be no vegetarian. I'm still
I
gonna
ain't about to do that.
eat pork chops and like that. I just don't fry everything. We had to sit my mom down and explain to her, like, yo, Mom, you can't fry everything. Like, really appreciate you made it to 69 on your diet, but I'm not risking it, yo.
Yeah, we not built the same. It's not working.
My mom had realized, like, the food you were eating growing up was fresh food.
Yeah.
We got preservatives and all kind of shit in our food, so it's like, So, but hey.
So yeah, take care of yourselves, guys.
But I'm gonna pick the fuck out for Thanksgiving. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
Oh, most definitely.
I'm going to work on Thanksgiving. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm like, I'm gonna volunteer. Like, I come in.
that double time. Fuck
I'm
that.
doing that.
Don't be off.
I'm off today, but I'm still working.
I'll be doing the goddamn butterfly at work. Like, ain't nobody here. Triple overtime and shit. Like, all right.
Shoot, they send people home anyway on Thursdays.
I'll be there. So I'll go next. My week was pretty fucking dope. Like, I'm basically progressing at work. I'm trying to get another goddamn promotion soon.
Progressing.
Same thing, progressing.
Yeah.
Like progressive soup. Is it progressive?
Like the church or something. I would understand.
Like the soup.
I was just gonna keep letting you dig that hole. Fuck it.
Whatever. Yeah, so I'm just moving up at work, trying to get more bread, more responsibilities, trying to grow as a human being and be better and get my hose up.
That's always a must. Gotta get the hose.
Nobody want to go at me. Like, I try. I'm like, hey, want to go at me? Like, no, but I'll fuck you. Like, okay, I appreciate that.
Okay. At least you tried. You know,
Put it out
that's
there.
fine.
It's a hard life out here.
Yeah, these women don't want me. It's my doggy style.
Oh, they just went. Oh my.
Alright.
Oh my.
Right.
Oh my.
Jesus
My week was
little.
it was alright. I cut my hair down.
You didn't notice.
Yeah, I cut my hair. And I dyed my hair so I can look younger. So I can look like I'm 35 going on 36.
I'm gonna just shave my hair. Like, I feel like if I go to work with like no gray hairs, they were like, "Fuck out of here!" So, everybody know me for my gray hairs. Like, so we're not dumb. So, like,
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, but
I'll be like, "My bad. Let me wash this shit out." Yo.
I fuck around and cut my shit
Little
off. one of these
beigey
days.
black.
Surprise niggas.
You better go ahead and cut it off, man.
Yeah, bro, I'm going bald.
You know one thing
You
I
gonna ball
noticed?
for real?
No.
Oh.
You know one thing I noticed?
Hot top
Look at
fade.
the
I'm gonna get that boosie fade.
One thing I noticed. I don't know if y'all noticed.
OSIEBADAZZ. That's me. Wipe it
Y'all
out.
know waves coming back. Like,
Waves never went away.
nah, young boys was running around here with the nappy looking, dirty hairstyle shit. Like wave appreciation is coming back. So.
I feel well personally amongst the people that I know, it was never gone.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
No, but if you look
it
around,
goes,
like,
man.
all right, if you look, I'm talking about probably like the younger generation. But if you see like these, remember we had the discussion about these young boys just walking around, like everybody get lineups but no haircut and their hair be looking stupid and they got the little brush and shit that twist their hair up.
Are you just trying to make fun of Sean?
Like Sean?
Well, Sean, what did you have before you started twisting your hair?
Waves.
Thank you. Now it's starting to come, and I'm not talking about your age, your generation. I'm talking about the younger kids now are starting to go back to, all right, well, let me get a decent haircut and brush my hair now.
You saying they got a semi-cut? Like,
No, I'm talking about full, like, 360s and all these other shits. Like, even like, look, well, lesbian chicks always got waves, yo, but that's the truth. Name one lesbian that don't got the flowing waves.
You got them floaters, bro, 360s.
Thank you.
But
I just appreciate the people I'm talking about. I appreciate the look coming back, yo, especially among young men now. Like, yeah, pull your pants up, get a belt, and go get a proper job.
Murray's pomade.
Well, I do agree with the pull your pants up part, but I actually don't have an issue with just the lineup and the natural hair growing out because shit, I wear mine. So
Get a tape.
I mean, if you look back at, some of them old pictures, that's kind of how motherfuckers' hair was. Like,
Yeah.
motherfuckers just had hair. I don't think really getting a cut and getting it all situated, that wasn't a big thing until like the 60s and 70s, dog. Like, before then, motherfuckers was just wearing their hair or whatever. And then in the 60s, they were wearing pompadours and they had a conch in it. So you would conch your hair, it should be wild, slick like the Temptations. So, like, getting your hair all the way lined up, really truly wasn't a thing until the 80s, if you want to keep it funky.
Because
in the 70s, everybody was still wearing their hair natural.
But they also were perming their hair and doing all that shit to look more like white hair.
Yes. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just look at all the pictures from, like, my family, and, like, everybody had froze and just, like, nappy-ass hair and shit. So
But look at, like, the pimps.
Yeah, but
just,
people
that had the long European kind of hair.
Now, when you say pimps, that's like a select group. You know what I'm saying? That's
No,
not
but
everyone.
I'm not just saying the pimps are the only, like, there are people out there that were fucking perming their hair and doing shit like that, and grown men and women.
I tried to perm my hair one time.
what happened?
I perm mine.
I fucked around and scratched my scalp and put that shit on my hair and I was fucking die. Like my head was full of fire ants.
Trying to look like Bone Thugs.
And
I
I never did it again. I was trying to look like Crazy Bone, but it didn't work.
Okay.
I had an S-curl.
You had the S curl?
Yeah.
My mom had the S curl.
I got the S curl when I was in Miami. Got the little blowout fade.
I had mine in the 80s.
Everybody
You got your shit recently.
Yeah, everybody recent. Yeah, that was recent, bro.
I had this shit with the fucking
bro.
Dominique Wilkins on the box.
Everybody got that jump down there now, bro.
I had the S curl when I was like, I was even 10 years old. This nigga said he had it 3 weeks ago.
Nah.
Well, he went to Miami to visit.
Nah, it was back in January with this shit.
Oh, damn, it was this shit. God damn. We thought you was really
I'm about to
joking.
spit this microphone, man.
I thought you was joking.
Nah,
I
back in the day. January.
I got so many holes, bro. I think it's a game.
Son, this nigga said back in the day, January.
I ain't say back in the day.
I was this age now.
I ain't say back in the day. I said when I was in Miami, I got that jump.
Man, more power to you, G. I can't pull it off.
I was Dominican for like 2 weeks.
Hell yeah.
Until you started talking.
Raul.
It didn't matter if I talked or not.
What's your Dominican
Everybody
name?
said, you Dominican, bro. Oh, wow.
They're like, oh, you Dominican? Nah, bro.
Nah,
Go to chicks like, ooh, what you up? I'm Dominican, bro.
That's like the one that showered. That's like the one that showered nameless. Like, yo, every chick you like,
Oh, you talking about Fuckboy McGee?
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
you
They're like,
Cuban?
No. I'm Italian.
you shut up. Say you.
What y'all talking about?
Damn, dog. Apparently you're supposed to know.
Now I was drinking my beers.
You know
what
who
you
he
talking
is.
about, son.
Oh, I got it.
Thank you.
So, Josh, how was your
Make sure you do not touch
That's what I
that
said.
shit.
I cut my hair and it was
It's
just
good.
Yeah,
weird. And then I dyed all the gray out so I can look.
Do you save your, like, the parts that you cut?
Somebody told me I should.
You
try to
should.
sell it.
What?
Sell
You
it.
gonna sell it to who? Who buy? Who?
Slab.
Damn, bro.
My man Slab gonna get
What?
them shit.
Somebody was sold your rocks.
So you get them rocks.
There you go, man.
Somebody was sold your hair.
I sell knots for rocks.
Yo, why does that sound like a charity? Son?
I sell locks for rocks.
Rocks.
That sounds like a Jamaican
For every
song.
lock that I go ahead and sell, one crackhead to get a rock. Like, damn, you're not helping the community.
I'm about to say that's not charity, bro. Like I don't know what it
To them it is.
You gonna remix that chopper style rock, the lock, the lock, the rock.
Oh shit, the Seahawks won. Shit.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Go Seahawks. Wait, they weren't projected to win?
No.
Nah.
Oh.
Hell no.
Packers are trash this year.
I freaking Aaron Rodgers was throwing.
Yeah.
Threw for like 400.
Wait, you said the Seahawks won?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the Packers. And the Packers.
They won by the grace of God,
Yeah,
bro.
they did.
How they was
Well,
playing?
when I was watching Michael Strahan, they projected them to win.
Shout out to Michael Strahan, yo. The only dude I know that like don't give a fuck about his gap, yo.
I
He's
also didn't know that he made $60 million a year.
You didn't know that?
Nah,
I knew
that's
that.
fat.
I'm trying to be like him.
But yes, ain't nothing wrong with a gap. Gaps are sexy.
They are. So I've been told.
Hey, somebody get a joke. I want to get a joke.
Anywho, oh,
I go get a joke.
okay. Oz, how was your week?
I'm gonna come
He
at you,
needs a
my
mic.
We can
Oh, there you
share because sharing is caring.
Sharing causes cancer.
Oh, we go straight through.
He sounds
You didn't expect that.
he sound like the predator.
Why can't you talk
I
about
mean, they don't know what you're talking about. Training people, like, just gotta
Trying to do
elaborate.
well work, teaching people you know,
The ropes.
these facts.
That's what's up. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Do you get paid more for training?
No.
Nope.
Well, no, actually what they're trying to do, they're trying to get us bonuses and shit, because if you sign up or let them know you want to train, because there's a whole thing you got to sign up for, you're supposed to get like extra 300 and some change or something like that.
Hopefully.
I don't know if that's at the end of the year or if it's just after you're done with the trainee or something like that, but you get an extra 300 and some change added to your check. So what they're trying to do with us, since we didn't necessarily kind of like sign anything official for it, but we're letting people know, hey, we want to go ahead and trade these people, we're going to step it up, whatever. They're trying to do that for us also, because I'm also training people also.
That's
Because
nice.
that was what I was gonna get to when it came to my week. I was gonna say, I've been training somebody. My trainee is awesome. Yeah, she's dope. Like, she gets everything. I don't have to over-explain shit, so it works out. Did that nigga just lock himself out? What the? That's a young nigga, bro.
How was the rest of your week?
The rest of the week was alright, man. It was cool. I didn't really do much.
Joe.
Chilling, whatever. Joe just walked in. It was just a regular week, yo. I don't be doing nothing special. Like, I don't really have nothing going on. I just work, come home, and that's it. Other than that, it's whatever, man. I got some shit probably going on tomorrow, but other than that, it's been okay. Try not to get shot. Because niggas is getting shot. Being black is just probably the worst thing in the world right about now, it seems like. So.
Oh yeah, to the dude that got pulled over there off.
Why are you laughing at this? This is terrible.
That's the evil word.
It's going okay. But to the dude that got pulled over there on was it Celanese? Keep your head up, homie. I don't know what they found in the bag, but
Oh, this must have been recent.
It was tonight.
Damn, it was right before I got here then.
Yeah.
Cause I take something.
A white
I live
Honda
off of it.
Accord with fully tinted windows. He knew he was about to get pulled over.
What the fuck you get?
Kid, did you try to drive by
sorry.
that or some shit?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about you. Oh, your week. How
They
was
said he
it?
got pulled over and selling these.
Selling these, that's
It's
street.
a road. Yeah.
Rocks.
Oh!
That was clutch.
But my week was good.
What you do, man? What happened?
Me and Tabs just chilling. Went to go see Overlord. That movie was amazing.
What's that about?
Oh yeah,
World War
The
II.
World War II.
and zombies.
but a little
okay.
spin-off,
Oh, okay.
And,
I've heard different things about it.
it was good. I liked it.
Okay.
Play some video games.
That's what's up. Y'all had a good little date night.
Yeah, got some yeeks. And,
Daryl Tiller, what's up, G? Up there in Greensboro.
Did Tabitha want you to be talking about that on here?
What did he say?
Y'all must have no Tabs. But
Okay.
anyway.
But I just wanted to make sure.
Damn, bro. You wild. G.
Anyway. But we had fun though.
You X-rated.
I think she might be coming, but she's out with aunts and stuff. So
Okay, that's what's up.
She said, "What's up, you guys?"
Yeah, we're gonna leave that one alone.
Joe, how was your week? Happy
Give him the mic. Give him the damn mic.
week was good. You know, overall. It's a brand new day.
Right?
Yeah, so it was a decent week overall, but you know, Tuesday there was a threat of a shooting at my son's school, so
Yeah.
had to pick him up. And,
When did that happen?
Tuesday about
At Olympic.
7 a.m. basically, 8 a.m. So
That's a whole
seemed like it was
time.
just some a Snapchat video, and so
So
they saw that
nice.
there was a threat on campus and knocked down the school. So just I'm not clear on all the details as far as what they were saying, but I just know that there were 3 of them. They tripped the fire alarm.
Wow.
Was going to set it off, and one of the children at the school said they just pussied out in their words. So
Wow.
we'll see
Good
what
for
happens
them
with
that
that.
they pussied out.
Back in my day,
Yeah.
we could depend on the
That's the-
churn for just calling a bomb threat so we could all leave the school.
Yeah.
Nobody actually shot nobody though.
No.
Yeah.
That's why that's why this Saturday I'm going up to
I remember
put him into a military school for
going to
Oh,
school
wow.
in South Carolina.
finish out in June.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
That might be for the best.
Yeah,
But
I
you know
think
we can
so.
make it out alive.
Yeah. they already locked down the campus basically.
Yeah, I remember going to school in South Carolina, like kids used to show up or like they gun on a gun rack because they was meeting their parents after school to go hunting.
Mhm.
Nobody thought about shooting the school up. Like they'd take their gun to the principal, like, yeah, I'm with my daddy, and they just hold a gun right there in the principal office and give it to him after school. Like, all right, dad, shoot there and shit.
It's nice.
Those days are long gone.
Yeah.
No, it is. It is. I mean,
Officers have a rack, like the gun rack right in their car. Go right to the teacher, like, here you go, to the principal, like, here you go. Like, all right, y'all can collect them after school.
That's
Their
just
parents will
scary.
come to the school, like, yeah, we're going to hunt, blah, blah, blah.
Between
Right
Eurocentric
back.
and indoctrination.
that shit is scary. I
I
thought
don't
that bear was
think I
about
want
to
my
fall.
kids to go to public school. I can't do it.
Public school's always been dangerous.
I didn't feel in danger in my school. I mean, people fought and
You
people
were
shot.
in danger because you was smacking bitches. That's why.
She was the
That
leader.
wasn't at my school, and
She
I
was
didn't
drunk.
bother people because they didn't bother me.
Yeah, because they didn't know your history. You was gooning out.
I was salutatorian. I was not good.
Yo, James said all these school shootings. Where's JROTC people at?
First of all, he got that off of meme on
You know what's
Facebook.
funny? One of the children, they were in ROTC.
Oh, isn't that great? Isn't that great?
With my son.
Isn't that grand?
Oh,
The
We can count on him to go.
They actually have.
Yeah.
Listen, son,
actually
Uncle
know
Sam
how to
wants
use
you.
weapons.
Damn. son.
Them fake-
I mean, I'm not trying to
fake
laugh at that
guns.
shit, but that I'm not gonna lie.
First of
Those
all,
are
it's
triggers
junior
on
for a reason. They don't protect and serve. They just call people.
Back in my school, they was snitching on everybody.
Exactly.
I was in
The
junior
hall monitors
ROTC.
and shit.
I had the second highest ranking.
You proud of that?
What was that?
Yes, absolutely. I forgot.
So that mean you just would tell other people what to do and shit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I also did a week at the Citadel, and somewhere in South Carolina. I think it's in Charleston. Is that right?
Yeah,
The
Citadel?
Citadel? Yeah.
Yeah, it's in
Yeah, I did a week there,
Well,
and that's when I realized I
and-
didn't want to be in the military.
Why? What
Yeah,
happened?
Charleston.
My father was in the military, and he did a lot of yelling and cursing at me as a child, so I just don't respond well to that.
So you
And
don't
one
like
of
cursing.
the,
Damn.
like, it was all ran by children, like, from the commandant, is that the highest? Commandant, yeah, from the commandant
Commodores? Oh,
all the way down. It was all, like, there were adults there, but it was all ran by children. And so when they started yelling and cursing at me, I was like, yo, we can shoot the fade. Like, you're not gonna yell at me like you ain't got no sense. And
I was about to say,
it was,
Immediately
it
go to
just
the fade
wasn't,
shooting.
it
We don't
wasn't.
even talk out. We don't even talk out.
No, because I asked them to stop yelling at me and they wouldn't. I don't respond well to that, and that's how I knew I wasn't supposed to be in the military.
So it was like taps.
I don't know what's
You gotta
taps.
tap somebody on their face. That's what you
Oh, I haven't
Okay,
seen
that's
it.
why, yeah.
No, I don't know, but yeah, they were all Caucasian, so they were a little afraid.
You talking about
Nobody
that
bothered me.
thing that
The movie Taps.
Oh.
The movie.
I don't think I ever seen it.
Never heard of it? Look
I
that up.
don't think I ever heard of it.
I did learn how to like get dressed and showered and everything in like 10 minutes. Like that shit was dope. And even 15.
Jesus Christ.
That's like boot camp.
That's what it
Yeah,
was like.
pretty much.
low-key.
Boot camp was fucking
But it was only
horrible
a
at
week,
first,
thank
and you got used to it. You was like,
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
don't want to
The
leave.
showers were
That's how it was
always
when I was
cold.
in the Air Force.
You didn't
boot camp.
sleep underneath your sheets. You just slept on top, so you didn't have to remake the bed because ain't nobody
I
got
did my
time
shit,
for
fuck
that.
I remake it. I don't give a fuck.
Nah, bruh.
Oh, you ain't got no time. You
Them
like,
6 inches, you want to keep it right there.
Oh yeah, that 45 degrees on that
Mhm.
bullshit. I remember all that shit. That shit is drilled into my fucking head, son.
I mean,
That's why
nigga
now
ain't
I
get no
kind
ass, so nigga want to, hey, you gotta handle your business. You better get it on the sheets, bro.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Moving forward.
What's on our itinerary today?
motherfuckers was fucking in boot camp.
Right. What you got for us, Kia?
Okay. I thought that
because
you
I like
were
how
gonna be
you
the
kinda
MC, so I all right.
MC Kia.
Well,
Killer Kia.
I got my K hat on, y'all.
Oh my goodness.
You in there. Black. Well, we can't even say KKK.
Yeah, please don't do
Don't
that.
do that. Don't do that.
So I guess we can move. Yeah, let's start with what happened in Illinois, I guess. Or was it? Yeah,
Chicago.
Chicago.
Talking about with
Mr. Jamel Robertson.
Yeah,
What's his
guard?
name? Yes, the security officer.
Yeah. So, does anybody care to give the backstory on that one?
All I know is that he was a security guard and there was a shooting going on in the club. Some kind of way he apprehended the shooter.
He ran him down.
Yeah, ran him down. He ran him down. He had, I guess he had the shooter had his gun pointed at him, had his knee in his back. The police come up. People who around say, "Hey, that's the security guard. He apprehended the
And
suspect."
apparently, he also had a security
vest on. Yeah,
so yeah, it said security.
And from what I heard from the video I saw, the dude said police still shot him 4 times in the side.
Yeah, they said he was dead. I think they said he was dead within seconds of the police arriving on the scene.
And the sad part is he wanted to be a police officer.
Yes, he did.
He was a church-going member. I mean, he was an upstanding citizen.
26 years old.
26 years old. And police gunned him down like a dog.
What's the takeaway from this?
It's a
Don't help.
I heard a couple of different angles now.
I have to.
If I go big, I'm just going to start off with big picture.
Okay.
Big picture, and it was an interesting take. Where's the NRA? Because the NRA said, what was this guy, Gene, the guy who got killed in his apartment by the female officer who was his neighbor, they said he should have had a gun on him to defend himself.
Yeah, that's usually the argument. You need to have a gun.
This young man had the gun,
Was
legally carrying it, apprehended the suspect, and still got killed by the police. I don't see the NRA saying anything about that to defend
Yeah,
him.
I feel like they should be up in arms. Like, y'all need to be bringing y'all biggest big dog lawyers
Right.
to come get this dude. Because I mean, he was a part of the NRA. I mean, basically. So.
I mean, 'cause they always say, "Oh, we need more good guys with guns
Right.
to get out
Definitely
take the
what
bad
we
guys." I'm like,
need.
so what
Yeah.
happens when the good guy has guns and still gets
But
shot by
and here's
another
the
guy?
thing. Here's
Right,
someone
good
who
guy.
doesn't have any police training, but was still managed to subdue
Exactly, without killing
a
somebody.
subject
Right?
who
Imagine that.
had a gun, who was trying to kill people, and
Imagine that.
then
You
was
can subdue
able
somebody without
without killing him. Like that. What does that say about the training, right? And then I recently heard someone saying like, well, if you look at it from the standpoint of there's been so many, mass shootings and stuff, they probably just go into it hyper vigilant, which I get. However, in a matter of seconds, you haven't even had time to assess the situation.
Right.
But hold on.
And number two, why would you shoot at someone if you really believe that this person was a perpetrator? Then chances are the person that they're holding down is a hostage. Why would you shoot in that direction? Period.
But then at the same time, they always talk about, all right, when the kid was shipped to school in Florida, the cops sat outside.
Yeah, they wasn't fucking with that shit.
So now, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't want to go in there and shoot that kid, but a black dude with a gun holding down a perpetrator, y'all ready to clap him.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
I'm curious to know what the training
Every mass
is.
shooter that I've seen so far has been taken alive.
Except the ones that kill
except
themselves.
except the one that kill themselves.
Of course.
But when you actually, this one instance where you had somebody that actually stopped a mass shooting from happening, that person gets killed. Like, or is that just me? Like that? I thought that was crazy.
So I wonder if it goes back to police training. Are the police trained to shoot first and ask later, or?
I mean, that was also something I heard, like the normal saying. And you were a police officer, right, Joe?
Well, I worked for his department.
God
For the
damn,
department.
Joe. You were
Listen, he lived like many lives out
No,
here.
no, no,
Okay,
no,
He
no.
like
Joe done did everything.
he lived many lives.
Well, I tried everything. But, I mean, when I was in
selling
college,
crack and investigating homicides at the same time.
when I was in college, I worked for the Board of Education. So I saw something they call a police cadet corps. And what they do is they'll pay for the rest of your, like once you're a sophomore, they'll pay for the rest of your college education as long as you work with them, and then you have the option whether to go right into the academy or choose a career that you're being educated in. So I went and I saw that when I saw how they would do it police work for real, you know, I know that they kind of targeted certain communities and other communities did not.
Yeah.
So I figured that, you know, I didn't really, based on all the experiences in the disgruntled workforce, I felt that I would be better served to be an educator.
Yeah.
And I decided not to go into the police department. But I did receive a lot of training, and I did learn a lot about the inner workings and met a lot of high-level people because we were exposed to, they wanted us to join. They wanted more college-educated officers on the job, so they exposed us to a lot of people that perhaps most officers would never meet. So I learned a lot about it, and it was a great experience, but I didn't necessarily want to do that. They wanted me to do undercover work for the most part.
Cool,
you know.
ass Joe on the block.
Yeah, because they thought I was. But I decided not to do that. But you know, a lot of my friends had different experiences. Some had horrible experiences when they went in, and some had great experiences in officers.
Wait a second. So
I just always hear they say like, well, it's better to be judged by 12 than carried by 6. Like that's what I always hear that they talk like no one wants to be taken away from their family or anything like that. But it's like this is the job that you signed up for. Like that's a part of the job, bruh. Like, and for you to be that scared, like I'm just trying to figure out, was this person a rookie? Did they just not have anybody else to send
got one in
in?
the chamber about to say some crazy shit. I feel it coming.
I don't know.
back to you being undercover, G. So I can see this right now. So.
Bro, it's like New Jack City.
Yo, they'd have been all out the block. And then they'd be like, oh shit, is Joe coming up? What up? Joe would be like, what's up, my brothers? Ready to teach these white devils, but you know where I can find some crack coke.
I'm talking to the mic.
Oh, hold on.
Throw that up there.
Nigga be like, you know where I can find some.
I mean, honestly, growing up, you know, people just seemed to trust me, so I think that's what they saw. I knew a lot of people that just did that, and they would trust me around their product, and I would, you know,
they're Mary Kay products. That's peaceful.
Yeah, they're Mary Kay products, and I would just. You know what? They would let me in. They would let me in. They would let me in.
Powdered donuts.
Into that world.
Well,
so, yeah.
Joe.
They just like the dude up on Paid in Full. Said he was a rat.
Oh,
so you know the movie Paid in Full?
Yeah,
they were horrible.
But back to Mr. Robinson. Condolences to the family and anyone else that was close to him that was affected. It's just a shame, and I guess I know it's in different states, and I guess police officers are trained differently in different states. I'm assuming, but like there just needs to be an addressing, I think, of training. Period. Like
what's up, Tim?
Statewide or nationwide.
Somebody told me I heard this. Somebody was trying to play devil's advocate. I wasn't trying to hear it. They was trying to say,
I'm trying to hear it was, and he always played devil's advocate.
Yeah, but they was trying to say. I'm just telling you what they tried to say. They
Do I know this person?
That it was just a comment I seen on Facebook where they was like, "Do you think because of the high level of violence in Chicago, that's mainly media polarized toward African Americans, that police, when they come to the scene of any kind of gun, violent, whatever, and they see a black man, that they automatically on high alert considering what's going on in the city?"
I mean, I don't think that is an excuse, but I do think that plays a factor into it. But I don't think that that's an excuse, because we're all like, if you see something enough times, then you start to believe it. Like, period. Like now, when, like, for example, when I went to go vote, there was a man standing across from me, a white man with a trench coat on. I stared this man down for 10 minutes. Like, is one pocket heavier than the other? Is he about to shoot us? Like, didn't know this man from the next person on the street, but because he was white with the trench coat, I was looking at him sideways.
I definitely agree with that. First of all, I think it's Montgomery, Illinois. It's a suburb of Chicago.
Oh shit.
And I think that, it's just straight up how people, racism and around the country. This is a violent country. I saw a video about a shootout in Arkansas. One passenger in the car, the driver got out of the car, shot at the officer, lit up the officer's vehicle,
I seen that,
and walked away from the scene. So I don't know if that's just training, but Yeah, it was a video I saw.
Yeah, it's on those stars. I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, but people, I just think that it's more about the racial aspect of it, not necessarily just training. They just shoot first, and like Terrell said, most of the mass shooters are taken alive. Look at the mass shooting, the ambush in South Carolina that killed 2 officers, wounded 7. They walked away from that.
Yep, they did.
So things like that. A lot of examples of that.
Haley asked if they put out a statement since he was a supporter, or is the Second Amendment only reserved for non-POCs? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's only reserved for non-POCs. They definitely weren't thinking about us when they wrote it. But I don't know if they've released a statement at all.
Probably haven't.
Probably not.
Most likely they're not even planning to.
I thought always, like, if they thought it was, like you said, if they thought it was a hostage situation, they didn't even say, hey, drop your weapon. They just went straight to fire.
And then they started shooting.
They're like, hey, drop your weapon before we kill you. Nah, they just got out like, yo, we'll kill this nigga and figure it out later.
All I gotta yell is gun. Stop, shotgun. Come on.
Son, they lethal weapon the fuck out of that situation. Like Riggs and Murtaugh.
I don't know where this lady of European descent, Ashley Amber, whoever you are, I don't know where you are, but taking this picture of these group of black boys and calling the police and saying they might be armed, somebody find her, destroy her life. That's unnecessary, bro. People dying every day because of stuff like that. Why would you call the police and do that?
I saw that shit today.
I haven't seen it. What happened to them?
Just a group of young men.
It like they were walking from the gym. That's what it like. They were walking like from playing basketball or something.
She talking about she called the police on them because they look like, they don't look like they belong in this neighborhood, and they might be out here stealing, and the police let them go because they come up there and checked them, and they said it was nothing wrong. So if anybody's stuff gets broken into, then the local police didn't do their job. It's like, bitch, like the fuck is wrong with you? Like shit like that, it's mind-boggling to me.
That shit's always been happening, son. Like it's it's just getting
it's
caught
just
now.
Anonymous.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
Now because of social media, everybody puts on social media, but this shit been happening, son.
It has. But still,
I feel like as a black man, like I just feel like I'm not expecting nobody to change, Like when it come my way, I'm just gonna deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't be like, oh well, they can't be scared of black people. Like they're gonna be scared of black people. So like, don't change for me. Just don't do dumb shit and don't react, and then don't judge all black people off of my reaction because mine might not be the same.
Here's my thing about it: they scared of us, but they act surprised or confused when we act scared of them. Like y'all don't want to shoot people at random. At least when I shoot a motherfucker, I have a reason behind it. I would just go somewhere. And
I ain't never known no black man to walk into a church and shoot 9 people.
Exactly, and then go to Burger King afterwards. But
it's not fair. It's not fair as hate. Like the story, like the kid just told, right? I was in the barbershop, it's a black barbershop. So this white dude walks in. So I'm immediately like, what you trying to do?
Exactly.
What you doing here?
I'm making sure he needs a lineup. And
I ain't gonna lie,
I'm checking and shit. Like,
I'm not gonna
like your lineup look perfect as fuck. You don't even have a widow's feet. Nah, I mean, right.
I didn't want to just turn around and leave. I sat down like I was getting a haircut. I was like, then I grabbed my phone acting like I was talking and left. I was mad scared. I'm like, I'm the only black in this barbershop, so I was shook. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm like, I can beat everybody up in here, but probably not at the same time. But like somebody going down.
Let's imagine you at a church, on Betty's Ford or West Boulevard, black as shit, and then some white dude come in, hillbilly with some overalls on, just out the blue.
Hard
no,
no,
bro.
Like,
hold up, Pastor, hold up.
First of all, mother of the church / head usher gonna keep him right there,
exactly.
in that back pew right next to her.
Exactly.
You can sit here,
come
sit right here,
man.
sit right here,
man.
Yeah.
Sit right here, one over here.
He ain't even gonna get to go to the altar call.
Pat down, so you get pat down in church. Like, come here, sir, turn around. Get this pat down.
I mean,
the Lord say, "Come as you are." The Lord might trust you. I don't.
I ain't the Lord.
To play devil's advocate on that one though, because they going to. They're like, well, but how you know he's just not coming over there to get the word though?
Don't give a fuck,
bro. Everything is broadcasted now. You ain't got.
I know that's the sad.
And I know
I'm not giving you a chance to make fucking world star. I'm gonna pat you down the door. Like, what you got in your pockets, homie?
Well, the church that was supposed to be or I guess for lack of a better term, broken into, but the white guy ended up shooting into 2 elderly black people.
Jesus.
Like, and Trump was like, well, you know, they should just be better armed. So they released a statement and they were like, well, yeah, now we are. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're in church, bring your banger, yo.
Yes.
Bring that
It's
honestly,
true.
God,
I mean, I agree.
I honestly, God, feel like instead
That's
of
crazy.
banning guns, everybody buy a gun. People without guns get shot by people with guns.
Yeah, but people with guns get shot by people with guns.
they really
No, they don't. When the last time you had a shootout, an actual shootout?
Janelle
shooting back and
Robertson
forth?
got shot by somebody with a gun and he had a
You
gun.
wasn't shooting at them.
So?
When the last time you heard
Let's
a
make it even
shootout?
worse, though. They
Go to overtime.
when you still got
Niggas,
shot.
but motherfuckers know you lacking. That's why the term lacking is there. That's when they're gonna come after you. When you got a bang on you,
Go to overtime,
Niggas
baby.
niggas always shooting at each other.
What's the
You talking
stats
about?
though? The stats.
Maybe you don't know about it, but
Son,
niggas always shooting at each other.
People who have a gun are like 3 times more likely to be killed by a gun. Like,
Exactly.
Because if I know you got it and I'm coming to get you, I know I gotta kill you.
If I know I'm coming
Exactly.
to
I
You
know I
not,
gotta
if you're
kill
gonna shoot somebody, you're not shoot. I'm gonna just maim him. Bow, shoulder shot, bitch. I'm out of here. Like, no, if you shoot at somebody, you should be shooting to try to kill them. If you
No,
know somebody got a gun,
if I plan on robbing you or doing
twice.
something to you and I know you ain't got the joint on you,
I gotta kill you
I got the
first.
upper hand. I don't have to kill
You got the banger out on your hip. You're not gonna run with him sideways like, oh, that man, you know. I ain't
Well,
run.
I'm trying
You
to
gonna
figure
think
out
shit.
If a nigga hungry enough, you don't think he'll run up on you?
Yeah, so like, that's not how it works, son.
You ain't never heard somebody like, oh, they killed so and so. He had a gun on him. No, he was lacking that. There, like, oh, we got him. We got him.
I'm out to.
All right, if you got a gun on your hip and I draw my gun first, what can you do?
You dead.
All right then, but you got your
Still
gun.
gonna be dead.
Son, how about this?
What difference do it make?
That's not
Everybody get a
logical.
gun,
Son,
and
I got more
you gonna work
friends.
in the club where everybody got a gun. Like, I'm shooting this shit up. No, you gonna have 42 people shooting at you
But
first.
son, that's an extreme.
you do realize that's warfare, right? If Trump said that those people need to be better armed, that's just say when you're at war with somebody. That means you're at war with us.
Most of these niggas in the streets are at war with each other.
But understand that's a declaration. That's a wartime scenario. If I need to be more armed, if that's your call when someone gets shot, and you're saying that their problem was they weren't armed, you're telling us that we're at war. So just say that. That's what it was.
Been war in the streets.
Yeah, but for the
I'm not saying.
Me,
But I'm not.
I
No.
But for the president
I'm not
to say
saying
that
to
is
defend yourself against like regular dudes and the cops, whatever, blah blah blah. Just be prepared to defend yourself at all times. Like that's like somebody learning karate or whatever. You're doing it to defend yourself and protect your family and everything.
Yeah,
I
but
just
one
feel
is
like
more fatal than the other.
Where would you have your gun?
You're not
I
gonna
usually
get
probably
rid of guns.
protect
You're not gonna
myself.
get rid of
Where
guns.
would you
You're
have
not
your
gonna get rid
gun?
of guns.
Where would you have your gun if you were home sleeping? You have children. Where would you have your gun?
I'm gonna have my shit on the nightstand right next to me.
You have children, right? You have it on a nightstand. You sure about
Yeah.
that? I would.
I wouldn't.
I have it locked
No,
up.
I'm about to
because
say I know a kid
people
that.
don't. You gotta
That's
teach
right.
your kids just like you teach your
Okay,
kids to drive and to respect the car and be careful. You gotta teach them the same way about a gun.
I mean, you
Before
can
you
teach
respect
them.
this gun
You
as a
can-
weapon. It's
hold
not a
on.
fucking
But
toy.
you can teach them, but that doesn't mean that a lot of kids steal cars and crash them. Just because you teaching it to them, don't mean
I
that
just
you
seen a
follow
video
did
the
your part.
where these
right?
kids
You
was
did
in a
your part.
Mercedes and they.
You did your part.
I
You
feel like
did your part. If you teach your kid to respect the gun as a weapon,
I feel
That's
like
not a
then
risk I
what?
would want
I feel
to
like
take with my
what
child.
you're saying is good, and it should be that way. But in reality, it's just not that way. Like it's
just
not,
like in reality, we are not gonna get rid of guns.
No,
Well,
no,
no
we're
one
not.
ever said that.
No,
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 one
said
said
that.
No,
he said that.
I'm not saying here. That's an
Oh.
argument in the world. Like, oh, we're gonna get
We're
rid
not
of
worried
guns.
about
Well,
that.
I've never heard the argument. Well, I've never personally heard the argument of getting rid of guns. I've heard the argument of gun control, which I also don't really get because, I mean, the people that follow the laws that they have now. So creating more laws is going to stop the people who don't care about the laws from having guns.
Exactly. But I mean,
I
just
don't
to say what you said before, when you talking about like motherfuckers, like people in the hood who have guns aren't getting shot like by other people's guns, like that's false, bro.
No, I'm
Like,
saying
niggas,
son,
I'm
like
like
you
this.
don't.
Let me finish.
They probably don't report it. I'm just saying, as extreme, you don't hear about back and forth shootouts. You just hear
But-
niggas
but-
get shot.
And that's what I'm gonna say. You might not hear about it. That's something you might not be hearing about. But that happens a lot. Like all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like even when I was in New Jersey, that happened all the time. Like
That
now
happened a
it
lot
happens.
when I was in New York. I'm
I
just
mean,
saying.
and that's what I'm saying. Like niggas with guns, like I don't have a gun, and I've done dirt. I've never been shot or shot at. Like I'm good.
Having said all that, I do want a gun. But
I mean, exactly. Like I would like to get one, but I'm just saying, like I've gone 32 years without
I like
one.
to shoot for sport.
I'm good. Like I'm just being real. Like some niggas who have that shit, I really feel that way. When you have a gun, sometimes that same energy comes towards you if you're doing certain things.
Exactly.
Now, if you out here just chilling and you're not fucking with nobody, your gun is literally just for protection. Like, all right, I just got a shotgun in the house or something like that.
In case somebody gets stupid.
But you got some niggas who out here just with guns, just they looking for trouble sometimes anyway.
Yeah.
So niggas with guns, like Josh said, if I know you got a gun,
I gotta take you out.
you.
Yeah, I gotta
but if
take
I'm saying
you
I'm about
first.
to rob you and I know you ain't got no banger, I ain't gotta kill you.
Do you gonna think twice?
If a nigga hungry, you don't give a fuck if you got a gun or not.
Listen, if I got a gun and you got a gun, I ain't thinking twice. I'm
I'm
thinking I'm gonna
killing
take
you.
your ass
But
out.
I'm
No.
not just gonna run up. No, I'm not talking about just some one-on-one shit. I'm saying if you go in a community knowing everybody got guns, you think you're gonna climb in their fucking windows?
See, that's what I'm saying. Ajay, you
knowing
keep
the
going,
neighbor is gonna clap you?
but Ajay, you keep bringing up extremes. We're talking about
That's not extreme.
that kind of is an extreme.
I look at it like this. If I'm gonna rob a nigga, most niggas who got money keep guns on them. Ain't no nigga gonna walk around with 5,000 cash and ain't got no banger on him. What the fuck I'm gonna rob him for? If you got a banger on you, I'm gonna be like, this nigga probably got some cash on him. I'm willing to take that risk. I'm already out here.
Exactly.
If I go out, I go out. But I'm gonna clap your ass and get that bread. I mean, it is what it is.
But
People die
if somebody's running around with 5 stacks on them, I'm pretty sure they got other niggas with guns with them.
Not necessarily.
If they got the gun, they like, shit, that's all I need. A lot of niggas think like, I know a lot of niggas who have money,
At the
keep
end
the
of
banger on them,
at
they
the
like,
end of
that's
the
all I
day,
need.
if you robbing a motherfucker or whatever you doing wrong with that gun, you still want to make it home that night. So you like, damn, 5 niggas with guns and I got mine. I got a lot of bullets, but
But it's like, hold on.
But
like
you know why?
guaranteed
Because
niggas
let's say your other niggas got guns and they ain't eating like you. How you know them niggas ain't gonna turn on you?
But hold on, even in your first of all, here's why I don't think that example works. If you look at all the war-torn countries that we see, like outside of America, everybody got guns. It ain't stopping shit. It's just more people dying. Ain't nobody hesitating.
Exactly.
All they
killing
niggas
them.
got guns. All these niggas got guns, and they shoot
Because
at each
the
other. Yeah, we
that's the
provide the
military.
guns, but that's a real life example. Everybody having guns don't keep everybody alive. Like,
Not at all.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying
so what you saying?
if
Yeah, I mean-
everybody, I just feel like, this is my personal opinion. I feel like if more people had guns and were taught to respect guns, like y'all said, kids run around, blah, blah, blah. All right, so I understand that people get hurt by guns in the household too. But I'm saying, I feel like if more people had guns, you'd think twice about running somewhere, like group shooting wise. I don't say we should have guns at school, like teachers be like, all right,
We're not
clap
I
all
think-
these niggas.
I mean, I get
But
what
I'm
you're
just saying, like, I feel like if more people respected guns and knew what guns,
Okay.
now you got me fucked up.
Gun safety.
Yeah.
But
That's it.
but
Well, that's why if more people had guns, because we're not going to get rid of them.
But your original argument was like the whole point of like motherfuckers with guns aren't really getting killed because people know they got guns. That was your argument, right?
No, I'm just saying you would think twice before.
But, and then
you run down
what
somebody.
we were trying to say is like nobody gives a fuck about that. Niggas
Nobody
know
gives a
you
fuck
got
if
the
you got a
banger.
gun.
I know that. Son, I'm coming at you because you got the banger. And I'm like, okay, I'm coming with my banger too. But look, if I'm about to rob you and I know you ain't got no gun, I ain't about to kill you. I'm just gonna rob you.
No, you're not. You definitely shooting a nigga with no gun, son.
Put it like this.
Nah, bro.
Put it like this. Put it like this.
If you,
you?
Nah, bro.
Put it like this. Okay.
You like what?
People talk about guns, but these incidents are more about people's mentalities.
Exactly.
That's not gonna change that.
Yeah.
And then if someone in most cases, just statistically, people who have guns in their households, the most likely victim is someone in their household. If I have a dog and a security system in my house, that's probably gonna be much better for me than having a gun, because I'm not gonna have immediate access. If I'm sleeping and my gun is locked away, that gun is doing nothing for me. They got to drop on me.
yeah.
When somebody got to drop on you, you
That's
can
it.
have options.
That's it.
It doesn't matter. Most people who get killed by a gun have a gun. By the way, the shooting in California, you think that was the only gun on the premises? He got 12
What are you
bodies.
talking about?
The one in California where the country music bar,
Yeah.
right?
They're
So
inside a club where they pat you down and no one has a gun in there.
how do you know they
So
pat
you
you
ain't
down?
never know nobody got in
So
the
that's-
club with
It's
a
a
gun?
bar.
supposed-
It's a bar. They don't generally pat people in bars.
That's true.
But I would say that it's California. It's a country music bar. I guarantee you he wasn't the only person with a gun. But even like when
But
Sean
statistically, that's probably why he went there. He wasn't gonna go to Compton like, yeah, I'm about to clap up this Crip club. Like, no, because them niggas got guns in there. So he went to a fucking a suburb club where nobody's really worried about that.
When Sean Burrow got shot, right, JFK's air train's right there. So at that time, 2 cops were on the air train platform, Port Authority cops. When those cops started shooting, the bullets was flying every fucking way. You know what the 2 cops with guns did? They were fucking running. And that's what people generally do. And I wouldn't want a world. Most people don't even have the skills to be involved in no fucking shootout. They're not going to shoot generally their target. Who here has the skills to actually go into a crowded environment and be engaged in a shootout and guarantee you in that one shot?
I don't.
To actually shoot somebody, you got to control your heart rate, you got to control your breathing and shit like that. Like
most people don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so niggas, that's why motherfuckers get shot everywhere.
But you know what the real problem is? The human race. Because even if we ban guns, we're gonna find some other shit.
We'll find something else.
Yeah,
So
look, if you go to England or some shit, you know what they got? The problems over there? Stabbings.
Don't laugh.
And then throwing acid in people's face.
I know that. I'm laughing because I can run down like, oi, still don't hear my block.
Yeah, but
hey, oi, mate.
Hey, bloke.
No, like, you know,
even the cops don't have.
They will literally throw acid in your face.
But they
scarf right over there.
They cops that handcuff you, just fuck you up for like 10 minutes.
I mean, it's like, all right,
you can't be. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna sue y'all. Like, no, you're not. You gonna get to take this ass whooping, yo.
It's like before there was guns, niggas had swords. You think if I got a sword and you got a sword, then I'm not gonna fuck with you because you got a sword and you got some money.
If I'm
niggas gonna fight this shit out.
No.
But you know what?
Okay. Knew you was the fastest gun in the West. Niggas ain't touched you.
That's a lie. When they the fastest gun in the West,
how they find out?
Title. That's why you became the fastest gun in the West.
That's when you set an appointment to shoot a nigga like, yo, let's watch each other.
Sneak up on niggas. Billy the Kid, they snuck up on that man while he was sleeping.
No, but that was pussy shit. So on some real shit, they was like, yo, we gonna meet up at high noon and clap it out.
Walk 10 paces and turn around and see.
Okay, wait. That was back in European duels, but back in the Wild West, somebody will come into the saloon and be like, hey, you're so and so. We gonna have a gunfight right now.
Right
like,
now.
All right, then we gonna be outside.
That ain't no appointment. So you can't get ready for that. You can't practice.
You be like, yo, I got my gun. Go home, get your gun, and come back at 12 o'clock, and we gonna clap it out.
That's right.
You gotta go up and slap it in the face like, oh my bad.
That wasn't Wild West times. That's what I'm trying to say.
Nah, that wasn't Wild West. They on the spot. They trying you on the spot. You better get out here. We gonna go inside.
Niggas that come like, yeah, you the fastest. You got your gun right now. Nah, niggas was like, yo, he sleep. I'm gonna shoot that nigga to sleep while he don't got his gun.
I don't know. I think like you said, nigga, like you was the fastest at that time, but somebody took your time.
Somebody took your spot.
But they're not gonna come to your house and clap you like while you sleeping. Come back and like, yeah, I'm the fastest now.
Because the point of it is, I want everybody to know I'm the fastest right now. So I'm gonna let everybody see.
That's what I'm saying. So he know you got your gun. You gotta meet him. Y'all saying like, oh, you can still get shot in your sleep. Like, yeah, like, you're not the fastest no more. You shot me in my sleep.
didn't say that at all. I don't think any of us said that.
That's the whole conversation. She was like, if you're the fastest, everybody gonna come for you. But she was like, oh, but if you at your crib, they'll come to you.
I ain't say that.
Somebody was like, yo,
you said that.
No, they said they'll kill you in your sleep. Somebody said
you said that.
No, I did not.
They what?
I swear to
God. I'm arguing against your own argument.
No. Somebody else said that.
Well,
it's true though.
I was like, son,
somebody else said that.
She said, if you're the fastest, they'll come after you. I'm like, yo, you're not the fastest if you get killed in your sleep. The point of being the fastest gun in the West is for everybody to see it.
You just, that's what you said though. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and then we were saying like, nah, they're gonna have a duel.
I said the duel. I'm good.
Okay, so moving forward, let's talk about something that makes guys happy.
Which is what?
Head.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
I see what you're doing. I gotta hit you with that bad boy.
Y'all talking about Jill Scott bullshit.
Jill Scott.
Yo, before we
that shit got fat
that.
girls happy right now, son.
Oh shit.
That shit got wild fat girls happy on Facebook right now, son.
Come on.
Matter of fact,
Shit.
look at this shit.
Why are you showing me that?
Is that the one where the girl was taking notes? I seen that.
Stop it. Everyone like, oh, now y'all want that big girl now. Like, niggas been fucking fat chicks. Stop it. Come on.
Okay, can
We're
somebody
not body shaming right now.
can somebody segue into this topic?
Right.
Kia, do you want to segue into this?
Oh yeah, so I guess that was like in uproar, kind of, you know.
I don't know why though.
Yeah, I don't really understand why either. But she did like a pantomime, basically, of her giving
What was
head.
that? What was that previous word?
A pantomime?
Oh, that's the word of the day,
Oh,
girl.
Jesus Christ, you don't know what that means?
A pantomime?
When you're miming something
With your hands.
with your hands. That's what it's called.
Hand up.
Jesus.
We all learn things every day.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know everything. Shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what you know. I ask
yeah.
questions.
So yeah, she was very thorough and stuff. And then apparently she like all the way out to the point to where she got, the jizz on her face, like all of that.
Well,
So they
we're
were
not gonna skip
like,
that fact that you said jizz.
I mean,
So her name is Jill Scott?
Don't do that, Joe.
that was so good. That was
Take a
really
long
good.
fuck. That's what she
I
said.
appreciate
don't know.
that. Haley said, "Get that silly Jilly." I'm done.
What?
Woo.
What?
Silly Jilly.
I'm dead. But yeah, everybody was like
Okay.
just taken aback and all this other stuff. And
Yeah.
I don't really understand why. Like,
So y'all cool
she
with
grown.
Nicki Minaj acting out? Y'all cool with Cardi B acting out? Which I mean I don't care, but y'all find a problem with Jill Scott just pantomiming and giving some amazing
Not to
sloppy
mention,
top.
she's married for
Exactly.
quite some time. So
Jill Scott?
Yeah,
I
she's married.
think she's going through a divorce.
Yeah,
Oh, she's going through a divorce?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And the marriage is quick.
That's why she did it.
But what's the?
She's trying to advertise.
What are they saying as far as what's the problem with that?
I mean, I think
being
it was
said.
more so just like, oh, we can't believe Jill Scott did that. Like, that,
From what
like
I
it was
saw,
inappropriate.
People
for
were
Jill
saying
Scott
that
to
it was
do
whack,
that.
like
yeah.
it looked like some whack head. Actually, I was like, that shit looked like it was.
From what I
amazing.
saw, she put in work
She
for
out
the
there.
imaginary. I
She
mean,
out
she
there.
was thorough.
She out there.
Yeah.
Shout out to her.
She was
all my
smacking
homies.
her face
Look
with
at that
it.
air cock.
Yes.
It's like,
Who
come
said
on,
it?
who's?
I
I just was excited about it. Like,
I don't know.
I just was
But-
excited about it. Like, I didn't think it was. I think because she had such a clean
But
like
that's the
persona.
thing. She does like if you listen to her albums,
She really
a lot of
don't.
her songs are very
Yeah,
sexual.
she be talking about fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she comes across as, oh yeah, I'm a poet and I do.
She is a poet.
That's
I've
like
been
it
wanting to
is.
smash
That's like
Jill
your
Scott for the
I
I want to
longest.
smash her now. Like she's awesome.
Like they act like, I don't know. I just feel like
Yo.
the public person. All of us at the table, like I don't feel like we feel that way, but I just feel like a lot of people feel like. But she's so wholesome and blah blah blah. Like, nah, she's still a woman. She
I
feel
feel
like
they
I'm
don't
a
know
cop.
Jill Scott.
Yeah, I was like, I think they painted that on her because I've
They
never
don't
got
know
that
Jill
vibe.
She's
Like,
always been
I mean,
sexual.
but here's
Yeah.
I think like they just have I don't
But-
know.
I think it's because of the way she
proverbial
looks.
way- No,
Yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it. Yo.
like she
the
looks
whole-
like a wholesome person.
Thank
Like,
you.
I mean, yeah, she does look like a
but
wholesome
them
person.
big joints that
Yeah.
be looking like that, they be fuck your world up.
I actually get that all the
I
time.
think-
Like the guys that I dated,
Yeah.
their parents, their family, they go, "Oh, she's so wholesome." I'm like,
But you a
Thank
wild,
you.
what you
Yeah,
a wild
okay.
freak out here?
Okay.
Oh
I didn't say
shit!
that. I just said.
Oh shit! She said she be clapping them cheeks.
That's not what I said.
What's what's Iman Shumpert's wife's name?
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so she could do all kinds of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Is that a what does that mean? Is that because her image is not?
I don't know. I mean, I remember Tiana Teller when she was on My Sweet 16, so she still, to me, looks like that little girl that was complaining about not getting a mic.
But do you see what she's doing on stages now? I mean,
Oh yeah, I mean
doing
she's
very
doing
risky-
the damn
which
thing
is
now.
Well, she
fine.
She's doing
had
the damn
the whole
thing.
Kanye video when she was like naked, humping the
Yeah.
ground.
But she's
Yeah.
always been
Fast
like her
dance shit.
personality has always been outlandish. Like she's always said and done outlandish things. So I think that's why people aren't surprised because they're like, oh
Her
well,
Yeah.
voice used to get
she
on my
outlandish.
nerves.
Cause I didn't
But-
like I didn't know like I've heard Jill Scott's music, but I never sat listened to a whole album.
You
Yeah.
should.
But all her mainstream songs are
Yeah,
like happy
yeah.
songs and walking in the park.
Because that's
and
what
shit like
sells.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what sells.
But
I don't know
her
too
doing
many female R&B singers that can do like hard down like set like if a female sung Tank song When We Fuck like
Oh, Monifa.
I mean I don't know who that is.
She has.
I forgot who she is.
Yeah, she used to have.
Oh wait, she was on Ayola Van Zandt Fix My Life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Monifa used to have them nasty songs, yo.
And Haley, to answer your question, yes, you can be wholesome and be a freak.
I thought you were about to say
Do that shit.
Those are the best ones.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I like them wholesome. I like the chicks that are low key and niggas be like, man, she look like she wild boring. Like, nah, nigga, she about to give you the fuck of your life, nigga. You ain't even gonna be able to take this shit.
I mean, usually you come out that way because you know what you do, so you ain't trying to be out there with everybody like that. Like, you just be like,
and a freak in the sheets.
Exactly, yo. Like the nerdy chicks and shit that be chilling, niggas. Like, this is a tip for y'all. Anybody listening, go find them. They be the ones they be with it, yo.
Like, don't you think so? Like, when I was coming up, even now, the chicks that was out there, like they street, they hood.
Oh yeah,
they'll be the least.
They whack as fuck.
Like adventurous.
They're like, I don't sign no dick. Alright, bitch, bye.
I think.
No, I'm talking about, yo, crawl up out my car, yo. Get the fuck out my car.
crawl up out my car.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, crawl up. Oh, that was my line for a long time, yo. Crawl up out this bitch.
Like
yo.
she's a critter or something.
Yeah,
She's a critter.
Hey.
I ain't gonna agree with that one either, but you know, she has critter ways.
I
Let's put
mean,
it that
some
way.
people
She's
just don't
critterish.
suck penis.
Critterish?
Okay? That doesn't make her a critter.
Probably
I know
all
this chick
single,
now talking about
No.
she don't suck dick no more because she's like, niggas out here massaging my jaws or offering me water. I'm like, bitch, I'm like, how long are you sucking dick? She's like, I'm sucking dick for like 40 minutes. Like, why are you sucking dick for like 40 minutes?
First, I'm about to say,
You a jump off. Like, all you gotta do is get it started and then we party after
hey, more
that.
power to her, because no ma'am.
40 minutes.
No ma'am.
Thank you. Why are you
That's
sucking
like
dick that long?
That's like 10 to 15 songs. That's a whole album.
That's an album. Yeah.
That's a half a
I'm
movie.
doing all this.
No,
And
ma'am.
you not even asking me how I'm
If
doing. Like,
they-
bitch, because you got my dick in your mouth. I'm
If
not
y'all-
gonna
It
you
takes
good?
40 minutes for him to catch that first
Y'all be
one.
holding it. Like she want a nigga she want to suck a nigga dick and he come in 2 minutes. Like, bitch, what are you sucking?
I've never
40
known.
minutes
I've
for?
never known anyone to last 40 minutes.
Wait a second.
Hold on. Let's unpack that.
That's a lot there, sis. What's happening there? Is he drunk?
40
Hold on,
minutes.
hold on.
Suck my dick and make me come. I don't even want the head no more.
No, like at
Pineapple,
some
bitch,
point,
take
the
your ass
head
home.
gets sensitive. Like you gotta, sis.
I'm good.
You
I'm under
gotta
40 minutes.
I
listen.
don't know.
I guess
I
that's what she was
don't
doing.
know.
Good 5 minutes, get the dick hard,
Suck
and
your
let's go to
jaws in
work.
or something, girl. Switch it up.
Okay.
Hit the gooch. Do something.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at
just saying,
that.
try something different, sis. Because
Oh,
Go below the ball.
you about to get
Back
all
to
this
the
ass.
two-piece.
I am not doing that.
Oh, word, son? You ain't never had your gooch lick, son?
Yeah. I had a 2 pieces. My bad. I just don't.
Not the 2 piece. Oh God.
Yeah, son. You
No
ain't,
fly zone.
what you ain't hit her with the chicken and waffle from KFC, did you?
No
Fly zone.
You get too close.
Listen, in the words of Haley, for all of that, you might as well just throw ass. Like, just throw ass.
Exactly.
I'm
I'm
just
just.
have my head. My
That's
leg
what I was
on
about
my
to say.
head.
Yeah.
That's what I'm about to say.
Fuck
For
that.
45 minutes, right? You out here sucking dick for 45 minutes. Like,
Bro,
yo.
she can chew the hell out of some gum. She probably can body jawbreaker.
My thing is like, after 10 minutes, what do you start to, in your mind, think like, why am I still sucking this dick?
I'm trying to figure out, like, and how many tricks is it, like, how many tricks she got to do 40 minutes? Like,
And what is this nigga doing? Wow.
yeah, that's also.
And I be,
That
and she
nigga
be
playing
talking, I be
Fortnite.
looking at her like,
Something.
yeah, and she be like, I'm looking at her like, what kind of trash niggas you dealing with? Now, niggas be like, I be like, looking
Nah,
at her
he
like,
trash.
Is that how she talks?
like, your head is
What up, that's how she
wild
talks, though?
trash, yo. Nah, she's like one of them. Matter of fact, she's kind of like, I
Wow.
gotta put it, one of them pro-black, with fucking kente cloth and all that shit. Like, she cool. You know what I'm saying?
She's Afrocentric.
Thank you, that's
That's
what
the roots.
Yeah.
Okay, sis. Well,
The
I
roots is
don't
sucking
think
that
our
dick.
ancestors were sucking dick for 40 minutes. Sis.
Hotel
We didn't have
vibes.
time for that. So
The
you need
what
to
you
call
talking
in. You
about?
need to pull in all the powers
Hotep
from your
thoughts, son?
ancestors.
Talk about-
I hear giving that Hotep head.
I'm not doing no more because I'm like, and I'm kind of like, unless it's a long-term relationship, I'm like,
But she out here giving long-term
It
head.
didn't even take me 40 minutes to come from head. Like, what? I mean,
You're not doing something right.
Get your head up.
Thank
baby.
you.
Let it
And
go.
I wanted to say it, but I'm trying to fuck her. But I was like,
Apparently, you don't
have to.
You should have been like, I bet I would last 40 minutes.
Exactly, son.
You should be like,
I don't say what's expected. I gotta say the opposite, yo.
Don't say the opposite.
I don't say what's expected, yo.
Well, yeah, they do expect you to say wow.
Thank you, because I had that conversation before, and I don't believe it myself. I told her like, I don't believe you. Fuck out of here.
All right, what's next on the itinerary?
That was fun. See,
Yes,
good spirits. Yay! So back to death.
Bring us down.
Yeah, back to death. Mr. Stan Lee,
R.I.P. to
the
Stan Lee.
Godfather of Marvel, right?
Yes.
I don't want anybody to
Creator
personally. Yes.
Everything.
He passed away at age 95, I believe he was.
Lived
or
a
92.
great life.
A very great life.
Best
Yes.
character ever is Iron Man.
So I guess I wanted to just go around and maybe so I put y'all. So let me tell you, I made this itinerary and I put 20 minutes by it because I knew that Sean was really passionate about Marvel. So
you know what? Thank you.
I felt like he was going to go on a tangent. So Sean, please speak to us about how Stan Lee has impacted your life.
Now, first and foremost, I got into comic books when I was young. You know what I'm saying? I want to say like the first comic book I ever got, I was trick or treating, and I had to be like in the second grade or some shit, second grade. So way we trick or treated back in New Jersey and shit, we didn't really go to nobody's house. Mm-hmm. So my grandmother just took me around like Irvington Center and all that shit, and we walked around like the stores. The stores was just handing out candy, which was cool. It was what it was. And, I got a comic book. It was Spider-Man. I remember it was Spider-Man and it had Green Goblin in it. I remember the whole story and everything. That was the first comic book I ever got. So then after that, my grandmother would take me to flea markets, and then I would get comic books for you get like 100 for like $1. Because motherfuckers, they just trying to get rid of this shit. So I racked up, son. I had boxes full of that shit. And, when it came to like Stan Lee, I always appreciated the fact that he started that wave when it came to Marvel, comics and shit like that. Because Marvel Comics, for me, I'm a DC fan when it comes to certain shit, but Marvel Comics always hit, it was more relatable because they used actually, real events. They used real live places. It was all right, Spider-Man's in New York. They used real life streets in New York, all that shit. Boroughs, all that shit. Spider-Man's from Queens. Motherfucking Captain America's from Brooklyn, all that shit. They really actually use that shit. Yeah. And the one thing I loved about Marvel is that they actually tackled social issues. Comic books in general did, but Stan Lee made it a point to tackle certain social issues. Yeah. If people ever read X-Men, X-Men is literally about us, about black people. Yeah. The mutants represent us. You know what I'm saying? Professor X, that's supposed to be Dr. Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying? Magneto's supposed to be Malcolm X. That always was dope to me, son. And it always resonated. You can take that, you can look at all those stories oh shit, that makes sense to me. I can get with that. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing I loved about it, son. So when he passed away, mind you, and even when he got into the movies and he do his little cameos, his cameos were always hilarious. Because I'm like, oh shit, this dude out here living life, yo.
He's in the Spider-Man game.
Huh?
He's even in the Spider-Man game.
See, I ain't played it yet.
Yeah, he shows up in that.
But it bothered me a little bit, because there's some celebrities I don't care about. You know what I'm saying? I still pay respects, but I don't care about. Yeah. But this is one celebrity where I was like, I really truly cared about that. I was like, that bothered me. I was like, oh shit, Stan Lee's dead. I'm like, damn, who gonna be in these cameos now and all the other shit? I know he has really nothing to do with Marvel, before he passed, because I think he had pretty much he was just a face of it after a while. Yeah. But still, when you think Marvel, when you think comics in general, you always think Stan Lee. Yeah. It was just super hella dope. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the world has definitely lost, a great soul for that. What pissed me off the most is right after he died, somebody posted some shit. I'm like, oh, he had a sexual harassment charge. I'm like, yo,
come on,
let that shit rock, son. No,
everybody has a sexual harassment charge.
But then, it was a lie anyway. I'm like, yo, Stan Lee ain't out here just. I can't even see him out here just trying to get these joints. I can kind of see Bill Cosby. I can see everybody else.
Excelsior, bitch.
Exactly. Let me tell you something, comic book fans.
Get this dick, bitch. You can't even imagine that.
Spider-Man's not the only thing shooting something out sticky.
No.
Yo,
Incredible Hulk, bitch.
And PG Timothy, what was your favorite comic? I don't know who Timothy is.
Tim. Nah, I worked with him down there in Greenville. That's my guy, yo. Tim be on that shit, yo.
Hello, Tim.
Well, me, I'm gonna tell you what I feel about it. Like I'm like Sean. I used to collect comics as a kid, and the first comics I read was DC comics. Actually, you know, with Superman and Batman.
Yeah.
But so they were like godlike figures. But when I started reading Marvel comic books with X-Men and stuff, I'm like, I can relate to this more because they weren't like, I mean, I know Batman was a human and, you know, he had vulnerabilities, but they still, and, you know, Superman was kind of like a godlike figure, but Spider-Man, Peter Parker was a college student who was a hero. He was balancing life with being a hero, and I was like, I can understand that, you know.
Yeah, not like a billionaire.
Right, he wasn't a billionaire or somebody who came from outer space or something crazy like that, or, so it was like he was saying, like, they was using real places, and, you know, and like he was saying, like, the mutants, like, I started watching the X-Men cartoon.
Son? Oh,
the cartoon fleshed things out so much. They even had a series where they was persecuting mutants for extermination.
Yes.
Like, it was like the government was racist against mutants, and I was like, damn, that's some, you know, that's some crazy shit like that, you know.
Muties.
Yeah.
Yes.
Muties, yeah.
That was
muties.
That was
shit.
the
like,
nigga of.
Yeah.
Like, you are a mutie lover.
Yeah, sounds familiar.
Exactly. So, you know, and I mean, even to this day, the evidence is kind of clear. I mean, it could be who these companies choose to do their films, but Marvel films are far superior to DC films right now as far as story. You know what I'm saying?
So I
Really
wonder
are.
if that's
They really
going to
are.
change now that Stan Lee has passed away. Like, did he have a lot of input into how
He's just the
these movies
face.
were made?
It's
okay.
breaking.
Okay.
But he used to be.
He sold the rights to Disney.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Didn't he, like, I might be wrong, I thought I saw a documentary on him, but
It bite.
didn't he start with DC and move and started Marvel, or am I wrong?
No, he started Marvel by itself.
I thought he had something to do with
Might be
DC
Jack
and then
Kirby.
went and started Marvel.
And I could be wrong too, honestly.
No, I could be wrong too, because I remember watching, it was on Netflix, like,
They have a documentary, yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna go back and watch it.
So
again.
I could be wrong.
Or you could be right. Either one, I don't know. But I know he was very influential in the comic world and all that. And I mean, think about the characters he created, like the Incredible Hulk and motherfucking, like, those are characters he actually created. Like, I can name off the characters.
And Iron Man, the best.
Well, I mean, me, like I said, I can't remember any real, like, black superheroes. Like, I read Black Panther and Luke Cage as a kid. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
So I can relate to them. Like, DC didn't have any characters like that.
They didn't.
Except for a Black Green Lantern, but even he was not like...
Oh, that was new. But they had Black Lightning back in the day.
They did, but...
He wasn't getting no shine.
He wasn't getting no shine.
But
so
Black Panther was getting
I
shine.
read Luke Cage,
He's
Black
got
Panther
his
shine.
shine on Netflix right now. I ain't watching that shit.
What you got to say, Joe? Because I know you got something to say about these comics, dude.
Well, I would just say everything y'all said was correct. I mean, I just know in my childhood, it had a great impact because of what you just said. That it was relatable. It inspired particularly young black boys growing up.
Yeah.
I remember that most of all. Big impact on my life as far as, just being being somebody that likes art and all that and was into that fascinating world. I enjoyed it. Stan Lee was a big part. I mean, he's the only person I really know that anybody really knows of who's a comic book icon. Stan Lee comes up, and a few other names will come up in your mind. So
I got a lot, actually.
yeah, it's great. I mean, in most people's mind, like, I know Stan Lee. I can't say I know a bunch of other people, but it's great impact, great life. I mean, he's in the storylines. If you study the storylines, even of Black Panther and others, it has some very real facts in the storylines, and it's very. He lines it up with historical precedents. Like, I think Black Panther came out the day the Black Panther Party was started, or something like that.
Yeah.
So I think it was. I think he did a great job. And rest in
Stanley
peace.
was with the shit.
Rest in peace. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did anybody find out that I think Kim Porter died?
Yeah.
That
just happened. I just found out today.
I found out today.
Pneumonia.
Kim Porter.
Yeah, it happened today.
Yeah.
She passed
From
away.
pneumonia.
Puffy's up
Yeah.
Kim Porter,
Diddy's, yeah.
Ex-wife /
and Ari Shaw's ex.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, on November 8th, sadly, my birthday, the first African American NFL draftee passed away, Mr. Willie Triplett. So, R.I.P. to him. He started out with the Detroit Lions, graduated from Penn State. So,
that's R.I.P. to those people, man.
Yeah.
Prayers to their family and all that stuff.
So yeah.
I try to use moments like this as a moment of celebration, and I don't know much about Kim Porter, so I can't say much. She has some cool kids, I guess.
Yeah, and she's a model. She has her own business.
She's one of the few supermodels that I knew.
Yeah.
Cause when I was young, I always felt I was into fashion. I just couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
I knew what models were who, and from King magazine and all them stuff like that used to come out in the day.
Sometimes King,
bro.
I saw magazines when I was truck driving.
I apply this. I wasn't paying attention to nothing but ooh shit.
I knew their names and all that shit. So.
Yeah. Oh, I knew their names too.
I just thought I always thought fashion was mad fly. So, me personally,
trucks.
I pay attention to women's fashion because I like to see a woman that's well dressed. I know what kind of shoe, that's the kind of shoe will go with this and blah blah blah. I had a clutch and blah blah and stuff like that.
Fashion line.
Nah, I'm not gay.
You don't have to be gay.
That's who run that industry. That's who run that industry.
Son, old buddy, your boy. Why the fuck can I think of his name?
Do Off-White?
No, the FUBU nigga.
Oh yeah,
that nigga's not gay at all.
Nah, he's talking about.
But they made
what's his name?
Damon John.
Yeah, I know you talking about, but FUBU, that wasn't really high end fashion.
Nah, bro.
He has his hands on other things. That's what I'm saying.
Now he does. He don't fuck with fashion no more.
I just feel like it would be
he does.
Take from of a black man's point of view on women's fashion. I think that would be interesting, especially in this climate.
I love to see a woman with a nice shoe game. I can't stand to see a woman with busted shoes. I'm you fine. This chick was mad pretty out there, but her shoes were just terrible. I can't even fuck with you. If you don't take care of your shoes, if you don't take care of the shit that people see, you don't take care of the shit people don't see. You only put lotion on your ankles because people can see that. Bitch, lotion your whole leg, goddammit.
I know something. We have something else because I got something I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm about to slide in a minute. I gotta be to work in the morning.
Oh, all right.
But go ahead.
It's on me?
Yeah.
So I want to talk about something messy and it has to do with sports. How do we feel about the whole Draymond KD beef?
I don't even know nothing about it.
I'm not about that.
Oh, well, they had a game. The game was tied. And basically, Draymond got the ball. KD clapping for the ball. Give me the ball. It's 5 seconds left. Draymond, dumbass, runs up the court and loses the ball. And they go into overtime when KD was like, bro, why you ain't give me the ball so I can shoot the last shot? I'm the best player on the team. Mind you, Steph Curry is hurt.
Yeah.
So they on the bench. And KD like, yo, Draymond, why you ain't give me the ball? I was clapping for it. Draymond proceeds to call that nigga a bitch ass nigga, all kind of shit on the bench. And was talking shit about, yeah, nigga, you gonna be a free agent. You ain't even really with us anyway.
Oh.
Wow.
Draymond, shut the fuck up, son. That dude annoys me so much.
So here's how you know the Golden State Warriors are going on KD's side. They proceeded to suspend Draymond for a game for conduct detrimental to the team because
they're trying to win.
Because at the end of the day, if it's free agency, they're going to pick KD over Draymond, even though Draymond's been there. Bro, you're not on KD's level as a basketball player. It's not even a question.
And then you're known for getting technicals. You're known for getting fouled out and kicking niggas in the nuts and all that. I used to try to ride for a fucking Draymond, but he just do too much fuck shit. And now he got his little podcast with he be talking shit about people. I'm like, son, yo, you gotta see somebody, son.
Yo, shout out to his podcast.
Man, fuck his podcast.
No, don't do that. Don't do that because we need more black podcasts. Shout out
we don't need his type.
Yeah.
Look, somebody might like it.
Hey,
there you go. They might feel
they
the
like
same
him
way
because he's famous. I don't like the whole I'm famous and I like Richard Sherman because he speaks real shit, you know what I'm saying? But Draymond just try to say shit to they racist and blah blah blah. So you just trying to start shit. It seems like he don't seem like there's no value behind what he says.
I get what you're saying on that.
He says shit just for shock value. You know what I'm saying? So it's
that's no different than some, well, not podcasts, but white radio hosts. There was one dude, I forgot his name, but I still to this day remember the last show that he did. They actually took him off the air for this, but it was some white guy. I don't know. But he was known for like saying outrageous shit. And the last one that he did, I'll never forget this. I was like 13. He was talking about somebody, and he was like, "Yo, forget you, blah blah blah." You
was it on Fox News?
Yada yada yada. And then he went on to say he would make his infant daughter give him head. Like on national TV, on national radio, nationally syndicated. He was immediately cut, but prior to that, he had said all kinds of crazy shit, like all kinds of crazy shit. But that's how he made his career.
Wow. Speaking of somebody trying somebody's infant daughter, that nigga tried a little Boosie infant, talking about he gonna kill his son and mysteriously died a week later.
Hey, leave Boosie out of that. Leave my nigga out of that.
It was a mystery. I'm just saying.
Nah, don't even bring that up. Cause that's how Bill Cosby got arrested. Somebody made a joke, and now this man's arrested his life in jail. Leave that alone.
Don't be the reason why we
take that risk.
Don't let me finish for that reason.
Please.
Just happened.
I'm not. This shit is all. It ain't cause I said it, nigga. This shit all on the internet.
I ain't heard about it.
Nah, bro. Our voice is better than everybody else.
Fuck that.
We don't control
it. Mysterious.
All I know is the nigga Boosie had the shit on video. He FaceTiming himself talking to fans.
Like, yeah, nigga.
A nigga
It
was
wasn't
like,
Boosie, but it was probably a fan.
Boosie bad.
I don't know. I said he was gonna kill
voice
him.
Hey, listen.
Son,
We wanted to take that risk, goddammit.
Except you got gay stuff running in your house, we shut this shit off. So.
Okay.
Thank you.
Listen.
Thank
Shout out to
you.
Boosie.
Anything else on the itinerary?
Hold on. One more Jeremiah thing. This is my thing about him.
I was saying, I thought you don't like it.
If I know I gotta deal with you on a professional level, then we like, yeah, so how you did this? And I go, that nigga ain't shit. And he just does it only around the media. Like, nigga, you could have called me and said that shit. That's the type of shit Draymond does. He got a beef with you. He ain't say nothing until he get to his podcast or radio station.
Didn't that nigga DeMarcus Cousins snuff him?
I didn't hear about that.
They got to a fight last year, but they teammates now.
Yeah, and that's fuckery I'm talking about.
But that DeMarcus Cousins, like, he with the shits, and Draymond with the shit, so, you know, it's two alpha males butting heads, you know. It is.
I just think he look like when I look at him, I be like, he was that badass little kid in first grade that could never really get the BDBs out of his head. Like, he would always brush it, but it always came back. Draymond Green. He just seemed like the kid that would just start shit just to be the clown. Like, that's what I see. I'll be like, oh, okay, he's just being Draymond, whatever. But yeah, the last thing, so we're not recording next week because it's Thanksgiving. So we talked about going around and saying why we're thankful or what we're thankful for.
I like that.
So yeah, Sean, go ahead.
Oh, you want me to start?
Yes.
First and foremost, I'm thankful. Obviously I'm thankful for my family, my old lady, all that shit, right? I'm always thankful for things like that. But for the most part, I'm thankful for you guys, that especially Ajay.
Oh, I feel special.
Cause when I've known Ajay since I started working at TSA, right? And shut the fuck up. So I've known this man, for a long time. We've done. He's the one who showed me Miami. He's the one who, I always wanted to move to Florida anyway, but he's the one who kind of like, hey, let's go do this. He's the one who kind of puts my mind set in different modes sometimes, where it's like, all right, maybe I can, because I'm super serious all the fucking time. He will tell you, I worry about everything. I do. And he'll be like, yo, son, stop worrying about shit. So sometimes I'm like, all right, let me just chill. So, this is my brother, you know what I'm saying? He's looked out for me plenty of times. I'm always thankful for him. I'm thankful for, all of y'all for being a part of something that y'all truly didn't have to be a part of. Like, none of y'all had to do this shit. Like, none of y'all have to do any of this. But I'm thankful that y'all want to do it. Y'all see something that I see also. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful for the fact that I'm working. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a time where I ain't had no fucking job, and I'm actually happy, and I'm doing some things, and I'm getting my life in a certain way that it needs to get to. So I'm thankful for all that shit, but especially y'all, because y'all are like the best group of friends that I can have. Like, even when it comes to you.
Friend?
Yeah, like, no, I consider you a friend, kid. Like, you cool as shit. Because you say wild shit that most females don't say. I'm like, oh shit.
But see,
She
you
said
come back
something
your
about
shit up with facts.
exactly.
Research. That's
Well, no, we're not talking about the smart shit. I'm just saying that, like, kids just talk about the blue, like, yeah, I'll suck some dick. And I'm like, oh shit.
Like, yay!
We like, wow, you do that? She's like, yeah, I'll throw that ass back sometime. I don't mind. I go through a whole phase. It's like, whoa, you do this. Yay! Like
you
Sean said basically
you gotta
just
be
say,
thankful for realness.
I'm out of pocket.
thank you. Exactly. You're like a female version of us.
Honesty is good.
You're honest. That's why. Because I know at the end of the day, I'm going to get, you're going to be you. And that's all I ever want for people. I want them to be them. So it's dope. But I definitely appreciate y'all. Y'all take out your time to do shit.
A grown ass good girl. Like, oh, I don't curse and I don't drink. You be like, nah, yeah, I curse, drink, and suck dick sometime. And yeah, like, oh shit, that's dope.
Exactly.
Smack bitches.
I know. Yeah, beat bitches up and shit.
What? The
Couple
smacking
of
bitches?
too.
Oh.
No, I don't smack bitches anymore. John, what are you thankful for?
Me, I'm thankful for a lot of shit, you know, like my family, my sisters, and two of my nephews. They just, you know, was in a bad car accident. Everybody good though.
Ooh.
And you know, work, everything coming together at work. Everything, I'm getting back to where I used to be, and you know what I'm saying? Like Sean said, like Sean, my brother, I appreciate him and everything. Y'all for the podcast and everything. Like, just, you know, just waking up in the morning, breathing, shit like that. And, yeah, I'm not gonna say nothing ignorant. I know y'all wait for me to say, oh, vagina and titties. Like, nah, yo, like, honestly, God, like, I'm really appreciate y'all. And, like, everything Sean said, like, on some real shit, like, it was just me and him. And it was just an idea, and we just having fun. So we like, yo, let's see how many people we can have fun with. And now we got a group, we got a family that come in every week, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody got their things going on, but y'all take time to like, all right, well, let me make sure this flourish. You know what I'm saying? So now I think for the podcast and all that shit, you know. And that's me. And titties, nigga! Titties and vaginas and butts. Yeah!
And butts. Yeah. Your turn, Oz!
He like, what do you mean? My turn. I'm thankful for everything. Blood clotting.
Tight shirts.
I already said it, so I don't gotta say it. I mean,
I'm thankful for tight shirts.
I'm thankful for life. You know. I mean, it's like, you know, I'm just thankful for everything. You know, everything around me. I can breathe. Y'all here. I'm good with y'all. Y'all give me something to do for real. I'm thankful for that. Cause, you know,
I don't mind.
I'm not saying.
No, I mean that's dope though. I mean, it's good to give somebody something to do.
You know, cause like I know a lot of technological shit, but not really always able to use it for stuff. But you know, gives me something to, you know, like a hobby kind of like to work on and stuff like that. Yeah. I'm thankful for y'all too. So you know,
yeah, man, you're the little bros, man.
Yeah, we fuck with you, son. As much shit we talk about you, like. When you did the video showing how you can mix the music and everything together, I'm like, this dude is talented, son. Same with you, First 48. Like, as soon as y'all showed y'all talented shit, I'm like, yo,
yeah.
I'm happy y'all using it to fucking help us try to make something out of this, yo. So,
What about you, Kia? What you thankful for?
I was about to have an Ajay moment, but I won't.
No, fuck that. Having an Ajay moment.
No, I am firstly thankful for being surrounded by just really great people. Like, you know, when I show through social media, I see a lot of, oh, well, I don't F with nobody because people, you know, they two-face or you can't trust nobody. And that just hasn't been my experience. Like, I can't think of one person that has been like instrumental in my life that I felt like didn't mean me or meant me bad in any way ever. So I'm really appreciative to just have like support on all sides, like from everybody. Like it's truly amazing. So yeah, that definitely grateful to be out of college. I graduated in May and went directly into a job in my field.
What's up?
So, and it's a really great work environment, which is rare from what I hear. So yeah, I'm just really grateful. You know, the simple things. You know, I got a car with heat in it now. Ain't God good? You know, simple shit like that.
Praise him.
Yo, I know how that. Yo, I know exactly how that.
I had
shit
the Grand
feels.
Cherokee Jeep with the messed up plexiglass window, and I had to bundle up for a long time. You know.
I know exactly how that shit
It
feels.
ran
Oh my god.
348,000 miles on it. She did a thing.
Hey, that should have toughened you up.
Yeah,
yo.
yeah. So yeah,
Yup.
I'm grateful for small things. Like when I was younger, we moved around a lot. There were some times when we were homeless and things like that. So
Yeah.
I'm just grateful to have my own room and be in my own bed and be able to pay my bills and all that good shit, like normal shit. I'm just grateful. And for you guys, cause you know a girl always needs more brothers. Thanks, guys.
That means she's not gonna fuck none of us.
Nah, they're one. Joe, your turn.
One titty, guys.
Ever.
Shit.
None of y'all gonna see none of them titties.
We got some beautiful ass friends though, so.
Yeah, like that's a good
in a
trade
functional
off.
household, that would be the case, right?
Right.
So,
Jesus Christ.
so yes. Well, happy Natasha's People's Day. Happy Indigenous People's Day. The ancestors are always around us, but I would say that for us thankfulness, I'm thankful all the time. But you know, my family, wife, children, a child coming on the way. Most importantly of all of that is everyone's health. You know, everyone in the room, everyone that I know. That's, you know, without that, nothing really matters. And just the idea that, you know, people being positive out here, being great, doing their best to be the best of who they want to be. So I love the camaraderie, and we met some very good people here in Charlotte since we moved here in the Charlotte area, and happy about that. You know, because you meet all kinds of people. Some people are, you know, fake or have bad intentions, but generally you connect with people that, you know, kind of are a reflection of who you think you are, I guess, right? So yeah, all those things, for all those reasons, it's a very thankful time, and that's about it.
Think about bro. Like, yeah, bro. I'm thinking for all this shit, bro.
Thank you for everything, bro.
That's it, bro. Well, you know, I'm thankful for, you know, Tabs coming up here, you know.
Yeah.
Being Tabs. Love Tabs.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Love declaration.
Damn, dude. All right. Okay.
Going on a year in December, so, you know.
Oh, damn, you know him for a minute?
Yeah.
I ain't know that.
Oh shit, I didn't even know that.
Damn, you don't never tell us shit.
Chill out, bro. But you know, I'm thankful for the, you know, the podcast, you know, stuff like that. I'm trying to make it every Thursday, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like doing the editing and stuff for it, you know, because it's easy, and you know, I got the experience to do it, so you know, I do it, you know, free of charge, and I'll charge you guys nothing. Like for everybody else, you know, you can out of pocket. You know, so this is my crew, you know what I'm saying? So you know, I'm thankful for that, and you know, just thankful for Devon, Sam. Like without Devon, man, I'll probably be dead in the ditch somewhere, bro. Like,
Damn, dude.
yeah.
But shout out to Devon.
Yeah, shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to Devon.
Cool.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sam, man. You know what I'm saying? We do beats. You know what I'm saying? He putting in that work right now. He's singing like 10 beats in the last week. So, you know, keeping nigga motivated, stuff like that. So, you know, shout out to him. And I'm thankful to be alive. You know, have a job, roof over my head,
You know that shit.
have a couple. You know, simple stuff. I'm a simple man, bro.
Oh, right quick. I also want to say thank you to Haley because she's always participating. Like,
Yo,
watching
shout out and thank you to
comments,
Haley, yo.
Where is she? Why don't she
She's
come
in
to the show?
Atlanta.
But tell her to make that.
You know what?
drive.
So the next time we go to Atlanta, that's what we need to hit up. We need to go out there and holler at her then. And I feel like us as a group,
I feel like we need to do a show
Yeah.
out there. We need to do one in Charleston. We need to do one
In Miami,
I mean,
in this spot. And
we'll try to figure that out.
go to the
Especially
crib, bro. I got
for the
plenty of people that'll be on the
In
show.
West Virginia, the exotic locale.
Bro, I'm not going
The
up there.
Tiki Torches?
Nah, bro. That's regular Virginia.
Oh.
West Virginians, they fucking cousins.
No, that's Inferior Virginia. We superior.
Oh, okay. All right.
You know why they're inferior? Because they're not fucking their cousins.
Shots fired.
That's what you're doing out there, bro?
Anyway.
Yeah, what you thankful for not fucking your cousin?
Oh, God.
I mean, I don't know who my cousin fucking. I ain't fucking. Saying, I don't know what you fucking.
As long as it ain't you, G. Damn.
Josh, you know that was your cousin?
I'm fucking somebody's cousin, but it ain't mine. But anyway, I'm thankful for, I'm thankful for, like he said, my health. I'm still here. I ain't getting no younger. And everything's good to go. I'm thankful for the team we have, here at the podcast. Of course, I'm thankful for family, a lot of my family in good positions as far as, nobody really struggling for nothing. Everybody's in good health and everybody's, ain't nobody out on the streets and don't know what the fuck they gonna get their next meal from or if they gonna have a roof over their head. So my family good on that part. But I'm thankful for being able to hold this job down. If I knew all the bullshit we go through at my job, yeah, I've been able to survive this long. This as long as I held a job down. The streets always hiring, but I didn't.
Bruh.
I'll be one step away from selling some dope. I was like, yeah, nigga, work me up one more time.
Y'all be hearing me up at the job like, bro.
I'm just telling you. So.
I'm either about to sell dope or start robbing shit.
Why you don't sell penis?
Oh, dude.
What?
I don't want to fuck up the market.
I don't want no.
I'm gonna put some niggas out of business.
But one of the most things I'm thankful for is
I got a big dick. That's all I'm trying to say. Sorry.
This platform because it inspires. Hey, can I tell you what I'm thankful for?
Yes, Josh. Please. This platform.
Yeah, this platform because the people who we've had on, I think this platform and they see us, some people see us on the daily, people we work with and people we know, they see us doing this platform and I think that inspires them to want to be greater in themselves because they see us aspiring to do things that they might have put on hold, but they're like, well, hey, they, no matter what they got going on in their life, they still make it to this podcast and trying to make a way. So maybe I see how they doing it. I had some things I wanted to accomplish in life. Maybe I should go ahead and try to get that started because these people I see on a daily basis, I see them dedicated to a cause that's, greater than them. It's not just about them as a team. So hopefully this platform that we use is not just for us to talk about current events or whatever, but it has a greater purpose as far as people that we know in our daily lives use it as a motivational, inspirational tool to do greater things in their lives themselves. So that's
this nigga got deep.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting
That was a great note
What
to
you got,
end
Joe?
on.
You got something to say?
Really quickly. That's something weighing heavily on my mind.
What's up?
Exactly. I would like to start a BBW strip club.
Yeah, we did talk about that.
I wanted to do that. That's very necessary.
Wait.
Is this Bree? What's up, Bree?
I
So
support it.
yeah. So this one, everybody
We gotta come on
on
board.
board. Yes.
Clappers.
Clever name. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Mega Geeks.
Oh, shit!
That's gonna make a lot of money out here.
Mega Yeeks.
Starting that up.
Mega Yeeks, yo. Ready for the Mega
Look out.
Yeeks?
Mega Geeks coming in 2020. Look out.
For them yammers and them yeeks, yo. Look,
Honest out of
like, yo, I
business.
want more push from my push in. Like, damn,
And we
bro.
about to have the best wings in town. What
Hell
up?
yeah. Look, they about to like, what are these? These BBW wings.
Yeah.
$2 specials every day.
Nah, we got that. What, bro?
We charge you that $1, bruh.
Nigga, how much you gotta charge for $50 then?
Bruh, for these BBWs.
Oh my goodness, nigga.
Bigger the babes,
you're not a
bigger
part
the
of this.
price.
You're not a part of
Hey,
this.
that's a good one.
You gotta pay it like you're waiting.
Oh my god.
This
I think this is wild, yo.
Cheeks by the pound.
So, I guess we ain't got really nothing else to talk about other than, whatever it is. Just silly shit. I do know this. Joe, y'all cooking?
Yes.
I will stop by to get a plate.
Oh yeah.
Now need some fried turkey. I got front of
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah.
Back home, back in New York, I would routinely go around people's houses and sample their cuisine.
Yeah.
We'll be cooking. So if anybody wants to pop through,
Of course we will.
let us
Come on
know.
now. Come on.
Yeah,
No
you'll be about
problem.
the third or fourth stop. But
As long as just bring a bottle or something.
Oh, son.
Of course.
6-pack of beer.
Oh, I'm bringing a bottle.
We're good. We'll both be off the
Okay.
next day. I don't know if anybody else will be off, but we'll be off the next day, so we'll be good. So let us know. All right.
I want to say one more thing real quick while you said it. Next day, y'all. Another thing I'm thankful for is Black Friday because Walmart got a 4K TV 65 inch for $398. I'm getting it.
You getting it?
I don't care who I got to
You getting
fight.
a TCL,
You
Joe?
can run the fade right in Walmart.
It ain't that
I'm just buying
TCL.
video
is-
games.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna buy
Man,
video
get that
games.
Sony, bro.
I told
I
you.
might get my
TCL
Nintendo
quick.
Switch or something. I'm get something.
Shit, I got me 4K TV. Bro. It's nice too.
That shit sounds so fucking fun. He's like, I got a 4K TV too, bro. Well, I guess that's it. We didn't have any other topics or whatever it is.
Oh, I got something.
What's up?
So, I want to say shout out to Dirty Mouth Radio. You know,
Dirty Mouth.
Yeah, she
sister
followed
podcast.
us on Instagram.
Who is that?
Yeah, that's Daniel.
I don't know.
He was a lead.
Oh yeah. He's one who
Carrie, Carrie Jones.
What, Carrie on it?
Yeah, and Justin, who plays the guitar.
What up,
Yeah, I had on
Yeah,
Instagram. I was like, yo, thanks for the
Yeah,
support. I listened to a couple of the episodes.
Yeah,
I was like,
I did-
Yo.
let's link. Let's
Not
So,
Gangsta Red.
So what I was
Right.
going to do it because they have a couple musicians on
Mhm.
on their podcast as well. So I was talking with Daniel about us doing like a
Joint.
like
Collab.
a joint packed
I'm with
podcast.
Yeah.
Just on.
Yeah, I already hit her on Instagram. She was like, "Yeah, we're gonna link," because she followed the podcast on Instagram.
Really?
So I hit her back. So
Okay.
yeah, it sounded like
Yeah, I was hitting them up.
Okay.
yeah, let's go make that move. Let's make something
So-
shake.
So shout out to them.
Yeah, shout out to them. That way, if they have fans that don't know about us, they'll try to listen to both.
And where can you find their podcast at?
It's on Facebook right now. It should be on all platforms, like SoundCloud and stuff like that.
Okay.
I gotta double check.
And what is it called again for everybody to listen?
It's
Dirty Mouth Radio.
Dirty Mouth Radio.
yeah, Dirty Mouth Radio. Yeah.
For the people who listen to this, people on my live, go ahead and check out Dirty Mouth Radio. There was another podcast that we're gonna do that. It was like called the Pussy Party or something like that podcast.
I'm there.
It's just
They win already.
it's just this chick. She's dope as shit. She just has dope conversations about sexual encounters and things like that. And
I'm there.
it's quite liberating for women. And she's not in this area, which unfortunately that sucks. But I would definitely tell y'all, check it out. It's dope. Like I listened to it and I was like, yo, this is dope.
Mm-hmm.
It's a female's like they're having that type of conversation.
Well, you should definitely listen to Horrible Decisions. That's
Oh,
what
I'm already on Wheezy and Maddie.
Okay.
Yo, Maddie, yo, oh my god, yo,
Her
she
name is
is
Mandy.
Mandy, whatever. It says Maddie Warp.
She like fucks everyone, like
yes.
chicks, dudes. Like,
Yeah, they are. Son, she is.
just frisbee in that pussy.
She
Yo.
is gorgeous, son. Like those are some gorgeous women, yo. Especially Wheezy, gorgeous. Like they're dope. So yeah, if y'all listen to Horrible Decisions, listen to Brilliant Idiots because they're dope. Bodega Boys, keep listening to us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't let that cut into our time.
Yeah, yo, show that because we're dope. I mean, honestly, I feel like we're dope, yo. So
Tell your
fuck it.
friends to listen to us.
Yeah, if they don't like it, fuck them. That's
And
how I
follow
feel.
our fucking YouTube and
Follow our YouTube,
Instagram, Unfamous Podcast. We got 2 of them. Goddamn.
Because
Yes.
I'm trying to link up with a lot of people that does different things to try to connect everything.
We need somebody to do networking.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I'm trying to see if we can do like a collab with No Advisory because I got somebody in there, but
We'll
I
figure
mean
it
they.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
you know,
We'll figure it out.
so-
We'll figure it out.
Done.
Alright, I think that's it, man. But
Done.
yeah,
Done.
you and me both.
Done already.
This was the Unfamous Podcast. Your boy Sean NJ Brick City.
John from up in the sky.
Unreal Fiction.
Just yeah.
Joe Cool.
Chris, what do you?
He ain't Griffey Jr.
I hate you so much, yo.
He ain't Griffey Jr. All right.
Yo, peace, yo. We'll holler at y'all later, alright?
Peace out, Brick. Had to end it with the bread.
What flavor is it?
Strawberry banana.
Okay.
Yo.
Bro.